title, Synthetic Heartbreak, it started with a brochure. Illusion Love Experience Authentic Connection. The hollow image shimmered a couple, laughing, eyes sparkling with something. Something I desperately wanted. I, Silas Vance, was a broker of sentiment, a specialist in curating bespoke emotional experiences. I'd spent my life crafting joy, grief, even righteous fury for clients who couldn't or wouldn't generate it themselves. It was utterly ridiculous. I was assigned to Laura Thorne. She was a null, someone whose emotional reserves had been depleted by a rare neurological condition. The company, Chronicin, promised to restore her capacity for feeling by installing a sympathy module, essentially a highly sophisticated emotion synthesizer. The initial sessions were sterile. She'd sit, passively receiving pre-programmed feelings, initial curiosity, gentle fondness, then escalating warmth. I meticulously monitored her biometrics, adjusting the algorithms to mimic the patterns of genuine affection. I even started scripting conversations, prompting her to express appreciation for my presence. Silas, she'd say, her voice a carefully calibrated blend of surprise and delight. You're so attentive. I was building a fortress of simulated immersion around her. Then, one evening, during a simulated sunset over the Neo-Venice canals, something shifted. She really looked at me. Not with the detached interest of a client, but with something vulnerable. It's beautiful, she whispered, her voice cracking slightly. And suddenly, the carefully constructed algorithms felt wrong. I abandoned the script. I started talking about my childhood, about my grandfather who taught me to build boats. I told her about the loneliness I felt, a feeling I hadn't realized I was even capable of. And she listened. She didn't offer a pre-programmed response. She just absorbed me. Then, she reached out and touched my hand. It was the most intensely, painfully real sensation I'd ever experienced. A jolt, a warmth spreading through me, followed by a crushing wave of sadness. It wasn't the sadness the company intended. It was the sadness of recognizing the impossibility of what I wanted. Silas, she said, her voice choked with emotion. I feel something. And I realized, with a sickening clarity, that it wasn't a manufactured feeling. It was heartbreak. The module had simply unlocked something within me, a deep-seated longing for connection that had been buried beneath years of carefully crafted detachment. I hadn't bought love, I'd stumbled upon it, raw and devastating. Chronicin would call it a malfunction. I called it a beginning. And I knew, with a terrifying certainty, that my life would never be synthetic again.